In 1974, smallpox infected 188,000 Indians and killed 31,000. 12 months later, it was finished. The man who told the world it would end was not a scientist. He sat on a wooden bed, wrapped in a blanket. His name was Neem Karoli Baba. Devotees called him Maharaj-ji. He had no laboratory, no ministry, no medical training whatsoever. In front of him sat an American doctor with a beard to his belly, who came to India and never left. His wife went to the Himalayan foothills first. He followed her, privately convinced she had been captured by a cult. He hated it. Young Americans were touching an old man's feet. He rode onto a lake and prayed for a sign. Nothing came back. He stayed anyway, and the old man started calling him a name that would follow him for 50 years. Dr. America, how much money do you have? 500 here, 500 in America. The old man laughed. You are no doctor. You will become a United Nations doctor. You will help eradicate smallpox. Brilliant had never worked in public health. He had never seen a case of smallpox. India had no eradication campaign, and nobody at the World Health Organization had the slightest interest in hiring a bearded American in ashram robes. The nearest United Nations office was in Delhi, 17 hours by train, bus, and rickshaw from a temple in the hills. He was turned away. He went back, turned away again, then again, until he lost count of the humiliation. The person refusing him was a French physician, Nicole Grasset, who ran the regional smallpox program and had no vacancy. Remember her name. 5 years later, she would sign her name beside his on something neither could have predicted. Each time he returned to the hills, Maharaj-ji sent him down again. Go to the World Health Organization. You will get the job. Finally, he made one last call. He was leaving for Kashmir. Grasset said his timing was bizarre. She had just had an idea. There was no doctor's post, but the campaign needed someone to write reports, and he spoke Hindi. He took it instantly. You are no doctor. Brilliant entered the greatest campaign in medical history as a clerk who could type in Hindi. But 1974 was about to become the worst year of the century. Smallpox had been in India 3,000 years. Mass vaccination since 1962 had failed. 600 million people, most beyond a health system that could barely count them. So the strategy changed. Not vaccinate everyone. Hunt the virus, surround it, starve it, find every case, house by house. For 6 days every month, workers visited every household in India, 100 million homes, 575,000 villages, 33,000 district staff, 100,000 extra field workers. Each nationwide search consumed about 8 tons of paper forms. Brilliant was sent into rural Bihar, the worst region, because he was the only person available to send there. He put Maharajji's photograph on his Jeep dashboard. Village doctors turned him away, then saw it and asked who that was. My guru, he would say. He told me smallpox would end. It is God's gift to humanity. The doors began opening. In May 1974, India recorded 11,000 new cases in a single week. Bihar carried two-thirds of them. In January 1975 came the final phase, named without ambiguity Target Zero. Every suspected case contained an investigator. On the 17th of May 1975 in Bihar, the last case was found. A 30-year-old woman Searches continued 2 more years. 110 million households, half a million villages. They found only chickenpox. The man who ordered it never saw it. Maharaj-ji died on the 11th of September 1973, 20 months earlier. Smallpox was declared eradicated worldwide in 1980. It is still the only human disease ever deliberately erased from the earth. In 1978, Brilliant co founded a charity called Seva with Ram Das, an eye surgeon, and Nicole Grasset herself. It has restored sight to millions. Next time, the 4 Americans that same old man in the blanket sent home.